Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy Newman, and in today's video I'm going to talk about my Mountview experience for the BA Musical Theatre, and I did the regional just to give you a heads up in Birmingham. So, quick disclaimer, if you just come out to find what the result is, just go down to the timestamps in the description just to save yourself some time. Also, I look a bit like a mess. I've been doing night shifts, so just ignore that. So yeah, so Mountview, you apply through them, so you don't do it through UCAS. Yeah, I'm just gonna so Mountview is a very popular school, but financially, it is accredited by a university, but it's not with a university, I don't think. So you basically can't get the normal student finance. So for the year, I think it is something like 13 grand. And that's for a UK student. If you're international, it'll be a lot more. So keep that in mind when you apply to Mountview. Now, a lot of my friends, and myself included, I went to Mountview because Mountview is an incredible school. And yes, I can't physically afford it. You just never know what could happen. They could look at you and go, wow, you're amazing, we'll give you a full scholarship. Like, that could happen. So that's the reason I did it. So I went on their website during like December time of 2019, because that's when I applied through to all the schools, and I did it through their website. So you fill out, you know, what course you're doing, if you want to do regional as well. I think a bit about you, a photo as well, I think. Maybe like personal statement. So if you want to save money, you can do, a few schools have early bird audition fees. So Mountview charges £45 for the audition, which is what I paid. But to help some individuals out, you can pay the early bird fee, which is £35. It will be for next year. So for the 2021 intake, if you want to do early bird, it'll be £35. Now what that means is you have to audition in London, because it is in Peckham, it's in London, so you can't do regional like I did, and you have to be able to audition between a certain period. So for next year, it will be from the 9th of December to the 14th of December, I think, again, check on their website, but it does state that. So if you can't do that time, but you really want to do the early fee, if you want to do the early bird, you can't. You have to meet that criteria. So I wanted to do regional, just based on the fact that musical theatre, I didn't really know if I wanted to do that for my whole, you know, to go to school for musical theatre, but I knew I wanted to audition for Mountview. So I thought I'll do the regional, and then if I like it, I can go there the next year, no problem. So did the website, and I chose a date, and I'm pretty sure I chose the date, yeah, and it was on the 6th of March. Actually, no, they gave me a date, because they gave me a date, and then I had to respond to them saying whether I can go or not. So they gave me the 6th of March, which I think was a Friday. And it was at the same place as the National Youth Theatre, so it was in Edgbaston at the, I forgot what it's called now, Art Centre. I'll put it down in the description, the actual place. What's it called? It's in Edgbaston. If you go to my National Youth Theatre video, it's the same place. So I'm just reading my notes, by the way. So I got the bus, so I got the train to, is that everything that I need to talk about? Yeah, I'm just going to talk about my actual experience now. So I got the train to Birmingham New Street. I then got a bus outside of one of the exits as you come out of the station. I just got a bus, that took about 15 minutes. It was only a few quid. It is really easy to get to. Yeah, and it started at 9:30. So I got in there, and I think I was pretty early again. I think I got there around about 9 o'clock-ish. So again, I was just waiting, and then when it came to around about 9:30, I there was a lot more of us there, and we all went to the desk and we had to sign in. They gave us a number, and it wasn't just a sticky number, it was actually one that you have to, with a little pin, which was really annoying. It was really annoying because it left little holes in my leotard, rather than just giving me a little sticky number. There was quite a few of us there. I think there was over 30 people there. I think like 30 to 50 people, I'd say. Maybe 35, 40, something like that. Yeah, talk to people. Just trying to think what else. I had my leotard underneath, so I wore my corduroy trousers with my trainers, and I had just a basic white top on, and underneath that I had my dance stuff on, so I had my leotard, my tights, and I wore a pair of like these really tight shorts over the top. But you do have time to get changed, so they took us all into a pretty small room, and the man who was actually doing the singing just kind of said how the day was going to work. He said, I'm going to say people's names, and there's going to be 3 groups. First group will, well, one of the groups will sing, one of the groups will act, and one of the groups will dance. So I had singing first, so we just stayed in that room. There were, I think, probably about 15 people, in each group. But in our group, quite a few people weren't even there. Like, he was saying the names and they just, you know, they weren't standing up. So for Mountview, you have to prepare 2 songs. So one legit, well, they have to be contrasting. So one legit, I'm pretty sure, and I did, I don't remember anymore. Don't even know. Didn't really prepare that much. I don't like singing legit. But I had that, and I did work on it. And then I had my main song, my more contemporary song, which again, I forgot the name of. Does it really matter though? No. It was a belty song. Yeah, I was like the 6th person or the 7th person, and he just, you know, he was just on the, it was just him on the panel, and then there was a pianist. The pianist was very, very talented. Yeah, he was amazing, outstanding. And it was really nice, it was welcoming, you know, it felt like an audition, but it wasn't high, it wasn't like, you know, loads of pressure. So I sang my song. He just said, yeah, just make sure you don't come too far above, you know, this bit here. And yeah, we had a bit of a warm up with the pianist, you know, just to get our vocals going, and also so he could get the tempo of the song. We just spent about 20 seconds just singing the first line or so, but he was very, very talented. He was amazing. So they might not ask everyone to do their second song. He asked me to do my second song only for a little bit. And that was it, yeah. Thought my audition went pretty well. That's probably one of the musical theatre auditions that I did where I came out of it and I went, that actually went well. Again, musical theatre I don't want to do. So, yeah, but I'll get more into that anyway. So then I think we had acting next. Or did we have dance? Well, I'm just going to say we have dance because that's what I've got on my notes. So with the dance, we actually got more people added into our group. We did have a break in between. So we had singing, yeah, and then we had a break, and then we had dance. We were a bit late to the dance just because me and the few girls went to the toilet, and we were all going up to the room. So because I'm not a dick, and because the girls had left all their stuff, I'm not just then gonna leave the table with all their personal belongings. That is very, you know, shit of someone to do. So I said to these other people who were going up, I was like, can you please just let the instructor know that what's happening, you know, they've gone to the toilet, they'll be back any minute. But they didn't, and we couldn't find the room, which was very, very helpful. So we were a bit late, nothing too big. I, you know, got dressed, I just took all my stuff off. I then had to fucking put the name tag on my thing, which was really annoying. Yeah, I think there was, like I said, there's about 15, or maybe 13, 14 people in the singing, and then there was like another 10 people on. I think there was like over 30 people in the dance. The dance, it's in a big room, so that's fine. The instructor was really good, he was really positive, you know, he wasn't mean, he wasn't you know, I don't know, you can just get that kind of feeling. But no, he was really good. I just kind of stood at the front, but at the side, we did a warm-up. And it was nice, with all the exercises, we used to change the lines. So whoever was at the back did have a time, you know, did have a chance to show their tondus that we were doing, or to do all this and that, but at the front. So don't worry at Mountview, the regional, if you are at the back. Don't feel bad about that. So we started off with a warm-up. And then the warm-up was okay, it wasn't major. Well, I've had worse. We did tondus, we did a few ballet exercises, pliés, grand pliés, things like that. We then went to the corner and we did kicks in pairs. We did turns in the centre. So we did kicks going across, but only from the one side. And then we did leaps, again from the one side. I don't think we did it from both sides, and we did that in pairs. The leaps I think we did separately, but the kicks we did in pairs. And then two people in the centre would do turns, so we'd do preparation, single, double, triple. And then we did a bit of a sequence, so I think we did like leap, jump, something like that, turn, yeah, something pretty basic. Wouldn't stress about it too much. Like, people could dance in there, like there were some very talented dancers, but everyone just looked like they were enjoying themselves, you know. There was a few people who were just not trying. Like, at the end of the day, people have weaknesses, people have strengths, but if you can show that you are really trying, it is just more about technique. If you can't get your leg high, boo-hoo, who cares? As long as you're keeping your back up straight, you've got your arms, you know, and they're not moving around. If you just get your leg just not even 90 degrees, they will be happy with that. As long as you can show technique, they can work on your flexibility. So don't try and always kick it up there thinking, yeah, they're going to love this, but then your body's going like that. Again, with the turns, if the person next to you, which was in my case, she was, you know, she was a dancer, she was doing triple turns. I can't do triple turns, so I just stuck with a double, and that was challenging for me. But as long as you're focused and as long as you can just show them what you can do, that's all you can do. Yeah, I think then we had lunch and then we had acting. Now, I can't remember for some reason me doing my classical. And I just don't remember doing it. I definitely did my modern, but I don't remember doing my classical. But on the website, it does say you have to prepare a classical. So I don't know whether they said choose between your classical or contemporary, and I just did my contemporary. I don't know. Can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to say we did both just because that's what's on the website. But I wouldn't be surprised if you got there and then they said, yeah, you only have to do one. So we just got taken up to a room. It was, again, really, really chill. It was in the smaller group this time, so again with the singing, which is why I think maybe I had singing, acting, then dance. I don't know. I think it actually might have been singing, acting, then dance. Anyway, acting was really straightforward. She just called our names, and you just stood in the centre and you were looking at everyone. So there was the woman who was on the panel, and then you know, you would have the people auditioning on the side. You could look at people, you know, didn't have to, wasn't stressful, anything like that. It was nice. The woman just asked a few questions, so she just said, do you have any experience playing an instrument? And that is because, just tell the truth, just say yeah, no, whatever. Just because they do have an acting muso course. So yeah, just tell them what you can do. Tell them what grade, if you've got a grade, if you haven't, if you're self-taught, doesn't matter. And that was it. She didn't redirect anyone. She didn't give anyone feedback. And that was it. I gave my name tag in and I left. I got the bus back, then the train back. It was fine. It was a pretty long day. I don't think we finished until maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, and it does say that on the website, I'm pretty sure. Was it a tiring day? No, not really. Was it a boring day? A little bit, just because I didn't really know anyone personally there, which is why also I think just being at Mountview, being at the school can just help so much, getting your motivation up. But also it probably didn't help that I know I didn't really want to do musical theatre. So my result was, I didn't get anything, nothing at all, and I was fine with that. I was a little bit bummed out at the end of the day because I didn't get a recall, and I did find that I did do quite well. But I can't afford it, and again, musical theatre isn't the thing I want to do, so I wasn't butthurt at all. Yeah, would I recommend it? Yeah, I think Mountview is really, really good. Even the regional was good. If you are just going for experience, and if you like Mountview, go to Mountview if you want to experience Mountview. But if you just want to experience a reasonably priced full audition day that you could get recalled at, go to the regional. The regional was very informative. It was a lot better than the Lambda. The Lambda just kind of felt like you weren't even at Lambda. You weren't even auditioning for Lambda, whereas Mountview, it felt like you were... It was as if you were auditioning for Lambda, but not like the school had, you know, it was like having work on, so you had to go to another building. It felt a bit like that. So would I recommend it? Yeah. Next year I will be doing the early bird auditions, just because financially, again, Mountview is one of my... It's not at the top of my list, just financially wise. And also I do like the sound of Mountview for the acting course, which is why I do want to experience at Mountview and not at a regional. And I think that's it. It was £45. Yeah, I believe that is it. Well, thanks very much, and see you later.